Welcome everyone to this special MCQ series on UGC NET English Literature. This series is designed strictly according to the official UGC syllabus, with high-level, PYQ-based, and concept-trap questions that help you think like a NET examiner. Here, we don't just revise literature, we decode it, challenge it, and master it. If you are preparing for UGC NET, JRF, Assistant Professor, TGT or PGT, this series will strengthen your conceptual clarity, elimination skills, and exam temperament. So, before we begin, like this video to support quality academic content. Share it with your fellow aspirants. And subscribe to the channel for daily high-level MCQs, theory traps, and full syllabus coverage. Tarankan. Let's begin today's questions and move one step closer to cracking UGC NET. All the best, and let the thinking begin. First question. Plato's anxiety about poetry arises chiefly from its A. lack of aesthetic form, B. distance from the idea of truth, C. political subversiveness, D. emotional excess alone. Right answer is option B. distance from the idea of truth. Next question. In Aristotle's Poetics, catharsis primarily concerns the ethical correction of the hero, B. intellectual clarity of the audience, C. emotional purification through fear and pity, D. moral retribution through suffering. Right answer is option C. emotional purification through fear and pity. Next question. Bharat's Natyashastra treats rasa as A personal emotion, B. a moral instruction, C. an aesthetic experience universalized, D. a linguistic ornament. Right answer is option C. an aesthetic experience universalized. Next question. According to Indian aesthetics, rasa is realized through A. bhava alone, B. riti and guna, C. vibhava, anubhava, and vyabhichari bhava, D. alamkara only. Right answer is option C. vibhava, anubhava, and vyabhichari bhava. Next question. Anandavardhana's concept of dhvani emphasizes the explicit meaning, B. ornamentation, C. suggested meaning beyond literal sense, D. moral symbolism. Right answer is option C. suggested meaning beyond literal sense. Next question. Abhinavagupta refined the theory of rasa by stressing a linguistic structure, B. reader's subjective response, C. aesthetic detachment of the spectator, D. moral purpose of drama. Right answer is option C. aesthetic detachment of the spectator. Next question. Alankara theory primarily focuses on a emotional response, B. poetic ornamentation, C. structural unity, D. philosophical meaning. Right answer is option B. poetic ornamentation. Next question. Wordsworth's objection to poetic diction arises from his belief that A. poetry should be symbolic, B. language of poetry should differ from prose, C. artificial diction alienates genuine emotion, D. poetry must imitate classical models. Right answer is option C. artificial diction alienates genuine emotion. Next question. Wordsworth defines poetry as a moral instruction in verse, B. spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings, C. expression of imagination alone, D. intellectual discipline of language. Right answer is option B. spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. Next question. Coleridge's primary imagination is best described as A poetic technique, B. a conscious creative faculty, C. a living power of perception, D. a linguistic mechanism. Right answer is option C. a living power of perception. Next question. Coleridge's fancy differs from imagination because fancy A dissolves and recreates, B. is unifying and organic, C. merely aggregates existing ideas, D. operates unconsciously. Right answer is option C. merely aggregates existing ideas. Next question. Matthew Arnold's criticism of life implies a political commitment, B. emotional expressiveness, C. moral and intellectual evaluation of experience, D. psychological realism. Right answer is option C. moral and intellectual evaluation of experience. Next question. Null's idea of disinterestedness demands A. emotional involvement, B. moral detachment, C. objective intellectual inquiry, D. political neutrality only. Right answer is option C. objective intellectual inquiry. Next question. T.S. Eliot's concept of tradition emphasizes A. blind imitation of the past, B. complete rejection of history, C. a historical sense involving simultaneity, D. personal originality alone. Right answer is option C. a historical sense involving simultaneity. Next question. F.R. Leavis's great tradition excludes writers who lack a formal experimentation, B. linguistic innovation, C. moral seriousness, D. political commitment. Right answer is option C. moral seriousness. Next question. Structuralism views literature primarily as an expression of individual genius, B. Reflection of society. C. Part of a system of signs. D. Reader-generated meaning. Right answer is option C. Part of a system of signs. Next question. Sushil's Lang refers to a individual's speech act. B. Historical language change. C. Underlying linguistic system. D. Literary style. Right answer is option C. Underlying linguistic system. Next question. Post-structuralism challenges structuralism by A. Rejecting language entirely. B. Denying stable meaning. C. Reasserting authorial control. D. Promoting realism. Right answer is option B. Denying stable meaning. Next question. Derrida's deconstruction primarily questions a literary history. B. Moral criticism. C. Binary oppositions. D. Reader response. Right answer is option C. Binary oppositions. Next question. Marxist criticism primarily interprets literature as a autonomous art. B. Psychological expression. C. Ideological product of material conditions. D. Linguistic structure. Right answer is option C. Ideological product of material conditions. Next question. Althusser's concept of ideology emphasizes a economic determinism only. B. Individual consciousness. C. Ideological state apparatuses. D. Literary autonomy. Right answer is option C. Ideological state apparatuses. Next question. Feminist criticism initially focused on a language deconstruction. B. Female reader response. C. Representation and marginalization of women. D. Gender fluidity. Right answer is option C. Representation and marginalization of women. Next question. Edward Said's Orientalism exposes a cultural neutrality of the West. B. Scientific objectivity of colonial knowledge. C. Western discursive domination of the East. D. Economic exploitation alone. Right answer is option C. Western discursive domination of the East. Question. Stanley Fischer's concept of interpretive communities suggests that meaning A is fixed in the text. B. Depends on authorial intention. C. Is produced collectively by readers. D. Is universally stable. Submit the right answer below in the comment box.